Hey, Brian, I saw your email and figured it might be helpful to just record a super short video for you and your team. So first thing is when you log in, you're going to see these dashboards. We talked a little bit about this. So first at the fleet level. So this will give you information relevant to any sites that we have data for within your fleet. And then from there, if we go into the site list, and I'm not going to go through everything, I'm just going to get to your question about the reports and the digital twin, but show you a couple things along the way. You'll have a home for every site that is in your fleet and in our program. So then if we go to a specific site in that scope, you'll see more dashboards specific to the performance of that site. And that will give you different views and things to click into in terms of insights and maps, etc. I'm going to then go into inspections. So any point in time that you or a third party did a scan, as long as we brought that third party data in, you'll have that captured here. So this starts to look like your historian. And then if you click on a specific inspection, there is a report associated with it. So this answers your question about the kind of PDF and something that's more of a hard copy that you can share. You'll have the ability to download this into various formats and share that with any internal or external party. So this report's going to have a bunch of different information, including getting down to the actual anomalies and where those are relative to your site. So there's very specific coding base or locator codes based on your site documentation. One of the things that our customers tend to use a lot, especially the owners, is the findings table. This will just take a second to load, but what you'll see here is a list of all of the anomalies that were detected during the scan and the impact that they're having on your the health of your site. So you'll see the quantity of these anomalies and how much they're affecting power production. So this would be if the status of these anomalies remain true for a full calendar year, and then using some basic inputs, which you can manipulate in the options here. So things like your PPA rate and peak sunlight hours. How much would that impact the performance of your project? And this is a demo account for a small project, but when you're talking about multiple hundred megawatts, in our common or our average of affected DC power, you're looking at something like 5%. You're in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in terms of annual impact. And then you can just kind of pinpoint where those things are coming. So now when we transition over to the digital twin that your team would have at their disposal, you can go in and do things like, well, first you can manipulate the map in a bunch of ways to make it maybe easier to see anomalies. We'll zoom in. But if you wanted to target a specific type of anomaly based on our report, let's just say diodes, like maybe you think there's a serial defect associated with that and you want to create a warranty claim, you can then group all those together, zoom in and understand exactly the location of that issue. You'll see the thermal image as well as the RGB kind of raw image. So you can zoom into that and see if there's other kind of, interesting findings. You can download that image, etc. And again, like we talked about, you can then make actions out of this, associate serial numbers, which might be required as part of your claim. If you're going to add to a work order, you can group all these together and send out to your techs who can view this in the mobile app, etc.